Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today's video is a banger. I've got a bunch of products here on the table, a lot from DIYDetail. So we're gonna be going over every single one of these, rapid fire review style, going over each one, how I feel about it, totally honest review. DIYDetails was very kind enough to send me almost all of these products. My last video went over DIYDetail's 5-year ceramic coating video, and in that video I mentioned how everything about the coating was fantastic, minus the fact that it didn't have that little dropper. If you have not seen that video, I recommend you go see it first, so go watch that video and then come back to this one. This video is not a sponsored video, but DIYDetails did send me these products. Doesn't change the fact that I'm going to review them totally and honestly, so let's get right into it. Rapid fire review. I'm going to try and give about a minute to each product so we can keep things going. I'm going to talk about their panel prep. This product I did buy myself with the coating. I like to buy ISO preps or panel preps for the brand of coating that I'm buying. So if I'm buying a Geon coating, I want their prep. If I want a DIYDetails coating, I want their panel prep. It's a lot stronger than, say, CarPro Eraser or PNS panel prep or something. It has a more homemade vibe to it, like a lot more of its dilution is just straight up isopropyl alcohol. It's not colored anything, it's just looks like water, it's not fancily scented, it doesn't have any colors to it, it's very bare bones. By the way, disclaimer about all these products, all of DIYDetail's new products will come with this new trigger system. Some older ones will come with a similar looking one, but I think there's a new design with these new ones with a pump or something. They, I think, are either first or second for the best triggers I've ever used in terms of like ergonomics, adjustability, how they just feel, the way product comes out of them. I mean, they're without question. These ones and the PNS ones up there, this has basically the same design, these PNS ones, and these new like 2.0 ones from DIYDetail. I mean, they look the same, they look like they're from the same company or make, but I absolutely love these. They're my favorite, and if a brand sells their product with this, it's another half of the reason I'm buying it. So moving on from panel prep, awesome product, is Gold Standard Polish from DIYDetails. I also bought this bottle, and I'm just gonna say it straight up, it's like my new favorite polish. The sprayable form of a polish makes it very easy to get polish on a pad, even easier with these amazing triggers. It spreads that product thin and thoroughly throughout your pad. Also, a big reason I bought Gold Standard to try in the first place was the fact that DIYDetail advertises Gold Standard polish to not stain trim. And I have spent hours combined. I mean, taking the masking tape, going at trim, trying to protect it, wrapping it around the little corners and the rubber, and that drives me nuts. Especially when I accidentally do stain trim and I gotta sit there and clean up after myself. So when I found out that this stuff doesn't stain trim, I ran to buy it. I mean, I just ran. Well, it's some of the best polish I've ever used, hands down. The spraying format just makes it easy to control product. You're not gobbing on way too much. So without question, my new favorite polish is this, and I will continue to buy so long as I've got 2 arms and can hold a machine. Gold Standard will be on my shelf. There's no doubt about it. So 11 out of 10. Moving on to Ceramic Gloss, their ceramic-based detail spray. It's amazing. It smells amazing. I'm also going to note that almost all of these products smell like just crack. They smell amazing. I don't know if Ivan LaCroix is a fan of like Skittles or Starburst or something, but all of these smell incredible, super sweet, super candy-like. And if you're into that, you're gonna love these. I know I'm into that. I'm a candy fiend. I love sugary stuff and I love sugary smells in all of these. Whew, amazing on the smell department. So ceramic gloss is no different. It smells amazing. It's super slick. It buffs super clean when you wipe it on the finishing step. It's amazing how you can take a towel, fold it into your quads, and just get a perfect even distribution on that towel. And it lets you do that little is a long way philosophy because the trigger works so well and the product spreads so evenly, you're kind of forced to do the little is a long way thing. 1-2 sprays on your towel, boom, you're applying on a big section and you're flipping to buff clean, and it buffs clean so buttery. So amazing. You can use this for door jams. You can use this for finishing after you've clayed and decontaminated. If you don't want to go all the way to coatings, it's a fantastic standalone product and it's awesome. I haven't gotten enough time with it to see its longevity or its strong hydrophobics, but in terms of installation and using it, amazing. Moving on to their waterless wash, they say it's ceramic infused, so I guess it's an even lighter, quick detail spray, so to speak. The waterless washes are advertised to do light cleanup jobs. Maybe it's been a week since you've washed and you just want to spruce some paint work. It's great. I mainly have used this in my time in testing as last minute presentation wipes, customers coming to pick up. Maybe I washed it a few hours ago and some dust has settled, or I'm hitting the jams, maybe the edges around the wheel arches, I didn't hit those all that well. I just want to make sure those are tidied. You know, the dirty mop up areas. So it's very lubricating. It's very great with towel. It's got amazing wetting capability. So when you'll spray and then apply, it'll really absorb and pick up all that contamination. So when you go back to wipe, it's very, very clean. And so I love this for a sort of quick detail spray, maintenance, just, you know, sprucing, an exterior sprucing type of product, so to speak. Next up is the Interior Clean and Protect. This is a very thick and viscous, you know, creamy product. But like I mentioned, with this amazing trigger, it sprays and spreads just fine. This is probably my favorite interior detailer sort of spray. Will this, I know it says clean and protect. Will it clean surfaces? Not really. I mean, this is really for maintenance of interiors. Like, the interior is already very clean. It's been a couple weeks, maybe it's been a month. You're about to go on a date, you're about to, you know, go out at night on the town, you want to just do some dusting, the dash is a little dusty, you want to hit the trim and the seats, maybe have the interior smell good, because Lord knows this stuff smells good. It's going to make your interior smell good. Same as the rest of the lineup. It's not necessarily like Starburst smelling good, but it reminds me of like the ocean breeze or the salt ocean candles or whatever. It smells amazing. It won't clean. If you got like staining, like a soda stain on leather, or just some staining like dirt or whatever, I recommend reaching for P&S Express Interior or some sort of alkaline cleaner. It's got surfactants in it. You can grab like a scrub brush or a scrub ninja. That's what you need for dirty or soiled interiors. This is not going to do that job for you. This is really for just dusting and light cleanup in between major details. So don't expect a whole lot out of this, but that doesn't change the fact that it's amazing at what it does. It doesn't advertise that it's a cleaner. It's really just a sprucer, because if that's a word. So that's what I would really use this for. Once a week, hit the steering wheel, hit the you know, center console where your elbow sits, the dashboard, things like that. So I love it. It's my new favorite for just sprucing cars, maintenance clients. I use it a lot. Next is their famous Rinseless Wash. DIYDetail's Rinseless Wash is amazing. It also smells incredible and very sweet. If that's what you're into, great. It's not the sort of like sandalwood smell or cinnamon coconut smell you get from like P&S Absolute. But that does not change the fact that, I'll say it right now, DIYDetail's Rinseless Wash is the most lubricating rinseless wash I've ever used. It is the slickest and slipperiest rinseless wash I've ever used. Its dilution ratio is just as fantastic as the other competition. I think it's like 256 to 1, a couple ounces, 1 ounce to 2 gallons of water. So flawless product. It cleans very well. It suspends particles in water extremely well. Just a bit of wash media in your bucket and you're on your way. So another flawless product. I would give this a 10 out of 10. It's awesome. You can't go wrong buying it. Pick up a gallon if you're running a business and have it go to work. Rinseless washes are notorious for just being jacks of all trades. And this one's up there. Top 3 out there. You can't go wrong getting it. I highly recommend it. DIYDetail's Incredible Suds. This is their pH neutral sort of maintenance shampoo. It foams incredibly well. You might need a lot more of it per foam cannon use than you might get with other pH neutral washes. They recommend 4 to 5 ounces to a foam cannon, which, I mean, isn't way more. Other companies would recommend 2 to 3, 3 to 4. But even then, with those brands that recommend 2 to 3, you'll get weaker foam. And then when you use their foam with a 4 to 5, you get better foam. So I think DIYDetails just says it like it is, like, hey, you're gonna need 4 ounces, 5 ounces anyway. So that's what they recommend. Incredible Suds is a pH neutral concentrate. It's great for use in direct sunlight, though they don't recommend it. Always use it in the shade or on cool surfaces, but it can be used on direct sunlight. It's not a high pH or low pH shampoo that will cause you any problems in the sun. But at the same time, it's a pH neutral shampoo. Don't expect, built amber levels of pre-treating. It's not a pre-treat. It's not going to super clean in a touchless manner. This is really, I'd say, a good bucket wash, maybe a maintenance foam cannon pre-rinse type of deal. It smells amazing. I'm going to keep saying this. It smells like grape Kool-Aid. It's purple. It smells amazing. I love it. It's a bit expensive. You can pick up a lot of pH neutral shampoos that also have fantastic lubricity, fantastic suspension of dirt, fantastic foaming for like $30 a gallon. But DIYDetail sells Incredible Suds for roughly $60 or $70 a gallon. It isn't cheap. The 16-ounce bottle is, I think, $20, and that's run of the mill. I mean, you can get anything from Chemical Guys for like $10, $15, but their gallon pH neutral shampoos is $20, $30. So if you're not trying to spend a whole lot, maybe get something that's a little less. I mean, that's half the money per gallon of a pH neutral shampoo. Is it one of the best pH neutral shampoos I've ever used? Yeah, it is. So if you think it's worth that price, sure. I mean, it's definitely one of the best, if not the best pH neutral shampoos I've ever used. It smells amazing. It foams well. It suspends dirt. It rinses very clean. It's awesome. But at the same time, it's a pH neutral shampoo. Like, I don't need to pay for quality when it's a very basic, just, I can get it for cheap. The cheap one won't suffer in terms of what I want it to do. Same way the expensive one won't actually do anything more than a cheap one will. I'll save that money for a pre-treat. I'll save that money for a gallon of touchless or something that can actually remove road film in the winter. Remember, winter's coming up now. So if you're trying to invest in Built Amber Touchless or Built Amber Auto Foam or something, I just picked up Starna Gloss Forced, which is a very popular pre-treat over in the UK, and now the Rag Company brought it over. So I'll have a review on Forced coming up. Forced, I believe, is $60, $70 a gallon. So if you can save that money and get something cheaper, I recommend it. But that doesn't mean it's not a fantastic product. It is 5 stars in every category you would want a pH neutral soap to be in. So 10 out of 10, just a bit expensive for my taste. But yeah, as far as I can tell, everything here on the table is 5-star quality products. I don't think you can go on DIYDetails' website and pick a bad product. They make amazing stuff, and they honestly innovate with the game. Not only do they make some of the best products out there, but Quick Beads, which is coming in the mail, I'm gonna have a video on that. They've pretty much led that industry. I mean, Geon Wet Coat is also great, but still, I mean, you don't get garbage from this brand whatsoever. You get, on the contrary, you get some of the best stuff out there. And I think their kicker in their lineup is Gold Standard. Not only is it the best polish I've ever used, but the innovation of sprayable polish and have such great running time. There's not a product on this table you can go wrong with. I recommend everything here with all my heart. So I want to thank Ivan LaCroix and everyone over at DIYDetails for sending me this lineup. I've also got a few more bottles of the ceramic coating coming in. I've got some clients that are eager to get their hands on that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've got a link for DIYDetails down in the description. Check their website out, check their products out. You will not regret buying really any of this stuff. It's all amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Take care, stay warm, prep your vehicles for winter. The salt and the grime is coming. Stay tuned. Please hit subscribe, consider subscribing, leave a like, and have a great day. Peace.